Callouts basically help you to focus on the video. So if you look at this video here, and we've got this video that we're playing through, imagine that we wanted to put a call out at a certain point, maybe to direct someone to something. What we can do is click here on callouts, and we could choose, for example, to use the cross one. We can then move that to wherever we want. We can move it, resize it, etc. And then we can write some text in here. So we might say, for example, like, this is important. And we can then look at the settings. We can have that fade in at the beginning and then fade out after a certain number of seconds, so in this case 5 seconds. We can see it down here as it's fading in and fading out. And once we've made our settings for that, we can also even sort of kind of move it around or make it bigger or smaller. Once we're happy with that, then we just simply click back on the clip bin, and if we play that video back now, you'll see, if we just move the timeline back before it, you can use the timeline here as well. If we click now, you'll watch and see that slowly a call out will appear on the screen when the video gets to this point, and once it gets to that point, then the call out will start, and you'll see it coming on in a minute. Here it goes. And you'll also see that that call out will now fade out, and it fades out nice and slowly. Okay, so we can add a call out. Now we can add more call outs, and there are actually loads of call outs. I'm just going to move the timeline along a little bit further and add another one. I'm going to click on call outs again, and we're going to click down here, and one of the ones that I love is this draw feature, and it will draw a square. So if I want to focus on a particular area like this here, and I'm just going to make this a little bit bigger, okay, it will actually draw around that area for me, and then I can say the draw time that I want to use, so I can sort of make it a bit quicker or a bit slower. I don't want it too slow, I'll do it in 1.4 seconds. So what will happen now is at this stage, when that call out begins, the draw feature will begin, and it will draw around that area to highlight it. So if I now move back again just slightly before, so that we can then click back on the clip bin and now play that, you'll see that it does the draw out feature, and you saw that, and I love that. Now you've got lots of those. I'll just do one more, move the playhead a little bit further along, and I'll show you another one that's really nice. So you've got loads of these, crosses, ticks. The one I really like is down here. It's the highlight feature. I'm going to click on the spotlight, and we can again choose the area. So if we wanted to kind of have a spotlight just here, just for a few seconds, and again we can choose when we want that to fade in and when we want that to fade out. So again, I can have 5 seconds, and I can have it fading in just over. It will just fade in for 40 seconds, nearly 1 second to fade in. And so I'm going to make it fade in and fade out quite quickly. And I can also click on it, and I can extend it. If I just bring in, if I want to make it a little bit longer, then I can kind of click on it and just extend the length of it. Okay, so that all you need to do is just focus in, make the timeline a bit longer. Now let's have a quick look at that one. So move the playhead back again just to there, and then you'll see again that the spotlight, and so everything else becomes faded and just focuses on that one area, and then slowly you'll see that fade away, and it will come back to the normal one. Okay, back to normal, so it's not focusing on that one particular area. Absolutely fantastic. I love the callouts. Now there are more callouts. There's even the possibility of doing a callout as a hotspot that you can then click on. But for the videos here and the amount of detail that I'm going to go into, that is really all I'm going to cover. But certainly if you investigate a little bit more, you will see that there are other opportunities as well. If we just come back here and just add another one in, drag it onto the screen, click on it, and if I just click here and I can write some more text in, this is important. In fact, I'm going to show you now that I'm on these videos, and I'm going to click down here and I'm going to say make flash hotspot properties, and I need to tell it where to go to. And if I wanted it to jump to, for example, a website, and I could do that, and it open in a new window, click on OK, and I can obviously put a different address in here. This becomes a hotspot that then if the user clicks on, it will then open up a particular web page. Now I have to say one thing about this: you can't see this working while you're in the edit mode. It won't work. And secondly, you can only use this if you save the video as a flash file, not as an MPEG-4. It needs to be saved as a flash file. So you need to save it as flash content, and that way there will be a flash